Hey everyone, check out my ridgeline that comes with built-in lounge mode. So I'm set up in lounge mode right now, and all I have going here is a regular fixed ridgeline right here in 7/64 Zam steel, so it's super strong. I have the end attached with a lark's head, but I have a built-in inline splice loop on the ridgeline, and I can take that loop and throw it over the continuous loop, effectively making my ridgeline very short and putting my hammock into lounge mode. So let me show you what that looks like from the hammock view. I jump in the hammock here. You can see it's basically like a comfy trail seat, almost like a yoga hammock. So the ridgeline added loop is right at 75% long. So you can actually, if you want, also use this short length as the ridgeline and make this thing into a yoga hammock or really wide trail seat. But this right here makes it perfect for lounge mode, for hanging out, and I'll show you how it looks in regular mode. To go back to regular mode, I am just going to take this loop off of the continuous loop on the side that I have it installed on. So I'm going to untie my Beckett hitch. I have some loops here with built-in splices that help the Beckett hitch tie and untie. So let me untie this, and I'll unhook this loop and show you what it looks like. Okay, we're back in regular mode, and now we have a long stretched out hammock. As you can see, the ridgeline is controlling the distance between the two gathered ends, which is really good because we got a pretty good tree span here. So that keeps the lay of the hammock nice and flat. And the ridgeline is just installed with lark's heads on either end. You can also just throw a loop over instead of doing this lark's head, which will effectively make the ridgeline a little bit longer. Here's our built-in loop, and since we're not using this for the ridgeline lounge mode, we can also hang stuff from it. Then I'll just go to the other side. Same thing, except for this side, as you can see, I did a loop to show you that you can just loop it over your gathered end. See there? So for future ones of these, this one is my prototype that I've been working on. What I'll do right here is add a mini Evo loop so that you can just simply grab this loop right here and then connect it to the mini Evo loop right here. So you actually won't have to take anything apart as much. You won't have to take this loop and actually loop it over this or lark's head it over this. I'll just add a soft link to make it super easy and fast. So with the soft link on here, you won't actually have to take your suspension apart as much to adjust it, depending on what you have right here. All right, so I'll jump in the hammock now and show you. We're just back to a regular flat lay. So this ridgeline is made at 83% of the body width of the hammock, and gives me a nice flat lay. I actually have the head side set up higher. I would normally have it set up a little lower, but I have a nice flat lay at 5'7". If I was like 5'9" or 6, I'd still have a nice flat lay. The ridgeline is pretty well above my head. I got my cool little loop right here if I want to tie something or just whatever, hang my arm out up here. And yeah, that's how it looks like just in regular mode. And here's what it looks like from a distance in regular mode. It's just controlling the lengths between the gathered ends so you don't get a taco effect. And it is installed on my Beckett hitch hammock, which is basically just a long double hammock with a Beckett hitch suspension. It's just two loops with the built-in added loop splice into it to make the Beckett hitch easy to untie. And that's it. It's the lounge mode ridgeline. It has two different settings. Actually, sorry, three different settings, because you can actually, if you want to, you can take this end right here and run it all the way to that end, and then this short piece right here will end up being your ridgeline, and you'll basically have like a yoga hammock. You'll have a very narrow ridgeline, but you'll have like a bed that lays this way. And in the description, I'll put some links for the gallery that shows all the different modes and someone sitting in the hammock. And thanks for watching.